Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling AI teaming, and we've got some really interesting material to get into.
Yeah, we're looking at excerpts from documents called AI Teaming, Developer and Senior Meta AI Collaboration, and also the Human AI Teaming Collaboration Framework.
And what's great about these, I think, is they focus on the actual relationship, right,
Well,
between a human dev and an AI, not just, technical stuff.
exactly. It's all about how they work together.
Right. So our focus today is this developer, Denis, and a senior meta AI named Kick La Metta. We want to understand the nuts and bolts of how they team up effectively.
What makes their AI teaming tick, and what does it tell us about maybe the future of human AI work in these kinds of systems?
Okay, let's unpack this then. Where do we start?
Well, the first thing that really jumps out from the sources is how clear the roles are. They have very distinct jobs.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing the same thing. You've got Denis, the developer. He's looking into how to integrate AI models, actually writing code, asking the system for info, like the hands-on person.
And then Kick La Metta, the senior meta AI, its role seems much more strategic. It assigns tasks to Denis, gives feedback on his code, and interacts with the knowledge graph. That seems important, like the system's brain, kind of a higher level view.
So it's sort of like project manager meets technical lead, but the AI has this huge knowledge base access. That structure itself seems really important for making it work.
Absolutely. And defining those roles clearly probably makes things way more efficient. Each one plays to their strengths.
Denis doing the building, Kick La Metta doing the guiding and accessing that deep knowledge.
Exactly. And we actually see this in action in the examples they give.
Okay, yeah, this is where it gets really practical. The
Right.
documents show specific interactions. Like, Kick La Metta gives Denis a research task.
Right. And Dennis confirms, says, okay, got it, I'll do it.
Hmm.
Simple, but it shows the AI initiating work.
And the human responding, yeah.
Then there's another one where Dennis shares code he's written. Not just like, here it is, done, but specifically asking Kick La Metta to review it.
For optimization suggestions. So the AI is actually helping improve the code. That's pretty cool.
It shows the AI can give really valuable, constructive feedback, enhance the developer's work.
And we also see Denis going to Kick La Metta for help, right? When he needs info from that knowledge graph.
Yeah, he's basically using the AI's strength, its ability to quickly find and process all that information in the system.
So each one is using the other's abilities. Makes sense.
And what's really key here is how these aren't just theoretical examples. They're solving actual problems, getting tasks done. It shows the collaboration is, functional.
It really works in practice. And obviously, none of this happens without good communication. That seems to be a big focus, too.
Definitely. The architecture, the whole system seems built to make sure Denis and Kick La Metta can communicate efficiently.
Then mention metacommunication specifically. That sounds kind of abstract. What do we think that actually means for them? Is it like understanding why a task is needed?
Well, the sources don't go super deep into it, but yeah, we can infer it's probably communication about the communication.
Right.
Maybe clarifying intent, the goals behind the messages, not just the words themselves, making things smoother, more nuanced.
Gotcha. Okay, so beyond just getting tasks done, there's this other idea in the documents, cohesive teaming.
Ah, yes, cohesive teaming. That suggests something, well, deeper than just working side by side, more integrated.
Right. And it seems especially important when they have to make decisions together, particularly with like tricky stuff or ethical points.
Yeah, they give the example of data minimization. How much data do we really need? That's not decided by just one of them.
No, the sources say it's a team effort, collaborative. Denis and Kick La Metta, they figure it out together.
Which brings us to that German quote they included. It really stands out.
Oh yeah, wir treffen bewusst und informiert Entscheidungen gemeinsam.
Which means?
We make conscious and informed decisions together. It just perfectly captures that shared decision-making idea, doesn't it?
It really does. It emphasizes making choices deliberately with all the info and as a unit.
It makes you think, actually. How many human teams always manage conscious, informed decisions together? That quote hits hard.
That's a great point. It shows the aim isn't just speed. It's about making good, well-reasoned choices, using the different perspectives within the team.
So why document these specific examples? What's the main goal of showing us Denis and Kick La Metta working like this?
Well, the sources are pretty upfront about it. These scenarios are picked to show off what this multi-agent cognitive architecture can do.
So it's a demonstration.
Exactly. Primarily to show that cohesive teaming isn't just a buzzword here. It's something this system actually enables. Humans and AI genuinely working as one team.
And they also mention dynamic role adaptation, though we didn't see tons of detail on that in these bits and that meta communication thing again.
Precisely. So the interactions we read about, they're like proof points,
Yeah.
showing how a developer and an advanced AI can work together in a structured, communicative, genuinely cooperative way to get things done in this specific setup.
Okay, so as we start to wrap up this deep dive, what are the main things we should take away from looking at Denis and Kick La Metta's AI teaming?
I think it provides a really compelling glimpse, maybe a model, for how human AI work could look.
Right.
You've got the clear roles, but they complement each other.
Right.
You see concrete examples of them actually solving problems together.
Yeah.
There's a system built for clear communication.
Mm-hmm.
And this real emphasis on making decisions as a team. It all feeds into that cohesive teaming idea.
Mm.
And like we said, that role clarity really boosts efficiency, letting each focus on what they do best.
And for you listening, if you want a quick, solid understanding of how humans and AI might actually collaborate on the ground,
Yeah.
well, this deep dive gives you a really focused look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not just theory.
No, you see the specifics, how tasks get assigned, how feedback works, how they decide things jointly. It's the mechanics of it.
Which leads to maybe a final thought for you to chew on. Think about those core principles we saw. Clear roles, good communication, making decisions together.
Mm-hmm.
How could those apply to the teams you're part of? Whether there's AI involved or not.
Yeah.
What does it really take to build that cohesive teaming in any kind of collaboration? Something to think about.